I have two people. I have two people watching. It's wonderful.
It's the very beginning. In all different moments.
Hi, everybody. Oh, gosh. How wonderful. Oh! View request. Oh, no. Other people are... Oh, gosh. I'm afraid I'm going to click on the wrong request. Oh, pipes. Yes.
You're good. Okay.
You think so? I wonder how I know if I'm going to Piper. I wonder how I know if I'm clicking on the right request.
What's the request for?
Well, we'll just wait.
Can they might be able to hear you now.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm just waiting for Dawn to join us. And I might be missing her request, so if I am, we can just chat. It's morning. Oh, it's so nice to be. I'm seeing all these like requests pop up. As all of you know, I don't do this very often, so I don't even know. Wow, Kuwait. No, I don't. I wish I did. I don't even speak a little bit of French. You Miss Orange is the New Black. Well, it's a great show. I'm great. I feel pipes. Oh my God, I haven't thought about pipes in such a long time. We did view request. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Okay. Send request. Oh God. I don't know if I'm doing this. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, Dawn. We made it. I'm so impressed that the thing. Oh, Dawn. Hi.
Bonjour.
Hi. It's nice to meet you in this way.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
So, I mean, I was thinking about, I'm asking how you are, but I think the answer is probably physically tired, maybe?
A little bit of
Walking
that.
a bit? Yeah.
I didn't walk too much.
Mm-hmm.
I just walked a little bit, but I came back and forth for support.
Good.
And I plan to walk tomorrow.
Good.
And maybe a little bit today if time allows.
Well, I think that's great.
I'm
I'm glad that you're taking care of yourself. And I mean, I'm glad there are people walking, and we need you to be feeling inside of yourself and strong. So, Dawn, I feel like for this time, I've been aware of the Enbridge 3 pipeline through various channels, and I've been involved a bit. I was at an action on June 7th, I think it was now. And I wonder if you could share with all of us what, sort of like, if this is too broad, we don't have to start here, but if you're like kind of what is line 3? What's going on?
Line 3. What is line 3? That's a good question. So line 3 is a proposed tar sands pipeline that is being built right now through the 1855 and 1863 treaty territories and 1854. They got a lot of it done already.
Yes.
And it's an Enbridge line 3.
Yeah.
And so there's actually 2 line 3s. The first line 3 runs through the Leech Lake Reservation and on through to Fond du Lac Reservation and Duluth. And it's an old line that has some integrity anomalies.
Right.
Is what it's called.
Is that what integrity anomalies? That's what it means, that it's falling apart? That's like a way to say that it's not it's not doing well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So it's made with some iron they call it pig iron. So it's a weak iron. So that line was President Obama was in office then, and it's called a consent decree where they're supposed to make a new line.
Yes.
And what happened is Leech Lake no longer wanted the line through their reservation. And so Enbridge said, oh, okay, we'll respect that. And but we have another idea, so we're going to move on with that other idea. So it's not really a replacement.
No.
It's actually a relocation and expansion of the tar sands industry.
And, you know, tar sands, I've just learned this recently, that tar sands are some of the most dangerous fossil fuels that we can pull up, because they are, once they hit water, they sink. And because the sand is mixed in with the oil, it's nearly impossible to clean up. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. That's so. We're talking about, like, to my mind, there are two issues happening here. We're dealing that this pipeline. A lot of people who are listening may be familiar with the Keystone XL pipeline, and that received a lot of attention. Standing Rock received a lot of attention, and on his first day in office, Biden put the kibosh on that project, and so he has received a lot of kudos, deserved in some capacity, for standing with all of us, you know, to kind of move forward, and that we know he's standing behind the climate crisis. But Enbridge doesn't seem to be getting the same amount of attention, and it's equally as impactful to the environmental justice movement, to our planet as a whole, as Keystone XL was, or is still. So it's yes. So as that
So
sort
it's
of
the same type of oil, yes.
It's the same type of oil. So right now, where you are, what's happening? What's happening on the ground where you are?
Where I live, what's happening is they are continuing to build. They've gone under most of the rivers now. They worked on it all, like, intensely, drilling under many rivers all at the same time. And so now they're just busy finishing up those last portions.
Yes.
I hear that it's 80 to 90% complete.
Yes.
And,
yeah. Yes.
And right now happening.
Yeah.
And right now happening, we are in a severe drought.
Yeah.
Actually more than severe. Where I live in northern Minnesota, Clearwater County, we are in exceptional drought. And then all around us is extreme drought.
Wow.
And then it goes to, so Minnesota, we are in drought conditions. We have gotten some rain, thankfully.
Yeah.
Today it rained too, so it's nice. It was a welcome rain, for sure.
For sure. I mean, it's unprecedented. Unprecedented drought for so many of us. So one thing that is also really interesting that maybe we can lay out for people, in my mind, is that and I could be wrong, but my understanding is that if we burn all the fossil fuels that we already have above ground, right? Been outlined by anyone, and I know that President Biden has been eager to lay out and then stay within a carbon budget for our country, and then also you know, working with other governments around the world to do the same. And this pipeline if we are pulling up, do you know how many barrels of oil it will be pulling up per day so that we have that information?
Yep. Almost 800,000 barrels a day. It's like
Yeah.
758. I lose
Yeah.
track of all those numbers after after time, but it's close
Yeah.
to 800,000 barrels a day
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
dirtiest oil that you could ever, and the
yeah.
worst place you could ever go, a
Yeah.
water-rich environment.
Yeah.
Tar sand sinks in water,
Yeah.
and it's carcinogenic.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
little study done to how the effects of living organisms. There's very little study, and we do not want to become the laboratory.
No,
For that.
it sounds like my Wi-Fi sucks. Thank you guys for letting me know. It looks like I'm freezing. Well, can you hear me? If you can
I
hear
can
me.
hear you.
Okay,
You were cutting
good.
out a little bit
Okay, as
earlier.
long as you,
Yep.
okay.
Just the visual part.
It's just the visual part. I'm hearing it's just the visual part. Well, that's, and a part of also what makes it such an untenable area to put this pipeline is that it's directly, um, it's it's directly going against the treaties that have been set down for since what was it? It's 1855.
Yeah, where I live, it's the 1855 treaty
Yes,
territory.
yes. Um, so you are protecting the water. Can you tell us a little bit about what that means?
What that means?
Yes, what it means to be a water protector.
Ooh. um, well, what it really means to be a water protector is that you're protecting life. You're protecting everything because everything needs water.
Yes.
So we're protecting that sacredness of life. And for me, I'm a wolf clan. Maingan Dudayim is that's my clan. And so as a clan member, it is my responsibility, inherent responsibility, to protect the environment and the people. And so that comes with protecting the water. And as a woman, that is my job to protect the water. And so that is what I'm doing in the best way that I can. Speaking up, stepping out of my comfort zone. Um, so I can't stop protecting the water.
I'm so grateful for your service for all of us. We all of our lives depend on water, and I that it's a really eloquent way and sensitive way to describe something that is a bit indescribable. It sounds like being a water protector and holding all of this space that you're holding for all of the life that you are advocating for. I want to leave. I hope that this in some Minnesota right now and where you're standing and the urgency of this issue that that this particular pipeline is as I think I remember I think almost 80% done, and we need the recent intergovernmental panel on climate change that scientists from all over the planet talked about the dire situation we're in with fossil fuel consumption. And this is a direct action all of us can take to be be a member of our global community, to be a useful member of our global community and advocate for each other. So I thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Is there anything right now that you would like, actions that you would like to share for people to take?
Yes, first of all, I want to recognize everybody that has stepped up. By no means could one person do this alone. And so it's about everybody coming together. That's what's important. And those are the people um, that I want to uplift right now. All my friends and colleagues and our allies and our treaty people, all the people that understand what that means to be a treaty person. We're all treaty people.
We can all be treaty people. We can all
Right.
call on each other to uphold these.
Yes, everybody.
So right now we need President Biden to just to stop what's going on. We need line 3 to be stopped. So if anyone is around Minnesota and wants to come join, tomorrow there will be on the, where will you be tomorrow? What starts tomorrow?
We'll be in St. Paul. Today is ceremonies with the grandmothers and talking circles. Tomorrow, the walkers will be coming into St. Paul, to the Capitol. And
Great.
by noon, everybody's going to meet who wants to participate in the last mile. We'll be meeting at the Martin Luther King Rec Center here in St. Paul. And from
Great.
there, we will walk that last mile and a half here to the state capitol tomorrow, where we'll honor our walkers and the water and the future in a really good way, with drum and ceremony and a giveaway and food and in celebration and dance. And then Thursday will follow with a healing ceremony, a jingle dress healing ceremony. And so the last comment I wanted to make was about the water permits and that we're in a drought. So Enbridge first applied for 510 million gallons of water to build their pipeline, dewatering and using it on machinery and whatnot that they use that water for. In June, they were approved, just before the treaty people gathering in June, they were approved as an amendment to take 5 billion gallons of water in a drought. So they were actually supposed to get a new permit, apply for one, but it got amended. So what we're dealing with is regulatory capture. We've been through this whole process. We spoke up at so many meetings, at so many levels. And it's come apparent to us that it was never meant to work in our favor. And that they were just going through the process to check the box off. And now all we have left is the people. And so RISE, Resilient Indigenous Sisters Engaging, I'm a co-founder of that coalition. And so we are the women who are calling upon you to rise and protect all that is sacred. So rise with us. We have a future to protect and water to protect because it's our water. We all need water. And if you did not know, water is now on the stock market.
Wow.
And that is so frightening because we know how much we need water.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you for letting me be here with you. And I'm for all of everything that you all are going to be doing tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time to
I am honored. I'm very honored to actually be on this call with you and being out of my comfort zone like I am right now.
You're doing an amazing
Stepping out of my
job, and you're doing an amazing job, and you're exquisitely eloquent. So thank you for sharing
Thank
your words with all of us.
thank you.
And I'll I think we can all let you go and go back to where it feels a little bit more comfortable. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else that you feel like you'd like to say before we?
Well, I live here in Minnesota, and our Governor Walz, said a executive order 1924,
Mm-hmm.
where it was government to government relations.
Mm-hmm.
He's ignored our tribe.
Yeah.
So all that was smoke and mirrors to appease us for the time being, just as the lies that were spoken to get elected.
Mm-hmm.
He was against Line 3. He was going to stand for the Native people. And any route was a detriment to our people.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's turned his back. And it's very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And the continuous ignoring of our treaties. My grandmother, one of my grandmothers, said, these treaties have been ignored so long that people think it's okay. It's not okay. And we are here in this moment in time to take our stand upon that. The treaties. And in our treaty specifically, it guarantees us the right to hunt, fish, and gather, travel, and occupy.
Mm-hmm.
That guarantee is being put at risk
Yes.
from a site-specific spill and
Yes.
also climate change.
Yes.
Climate change is putting our Anishinaabe lifeways at risk. So that negates the guarantee. And so now is the time. And that is why we are taking this stand. Because we are in a moment in time of crisis for our climate and all our creation and all that future of our children.
Yes.
The time is now to stand and rise.
Yes.
In a good way. In a peaceful and prayerful way.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And if people have any more questions, I'm going to put this up in my stories, and it Dawn's at Indigenous Rising, and you can follow up there for more actions and more information. If you're just joining in and not sure what we're talking about, it's the Enbridge 3 pipeline, and I'm talking to Dawn Goodwin, water protector. So thank you, Dawn, and I wish you all the best in the coming days. Bye.
Thank you.